Endometriosis is where tissue, which is similar to the lining of the uterus, is found in other places and organs in your body. It causes inflammatory autoimmune issues. They describe it as a cancer that doesn't spread. I figured by being honest about my endo, people realise that actually other people are going through shit too.
From here up is perfect.
I'd always been sick. I knew something was off. And I went to the doctor again and again and they told me nothing was wrong. I sort of pushed through it. If you're a sheep fanatic in the UK, you very much fit into New Zealand. I thought, okay, I'll go to New Zealand for 2 years. And that was 8 years ago. I'm just a sheep fiend. I love them. Genetics is probably one of my biggest things just because it takes it down to that sort of scientific level. I'm quite an introvert and I'm always ready for people to go. And I never wanted Dorian to leave, ever. He's a wonderful guy, I love him, which is good because I married him. He's out there working at the moment. He's really passionate about learning and being good at what he does. Like, he takes a lot of pride in his reputation, which I really like, because he wants to do good. What I really love about gardening is I can plant a seed and I can leave it out there and I can be sick for 2 weeks and then I'll go back out to the garden and it's bigger and it's healthier and it's grown. It gives me a reminder that life literally does go on regardless of what you do. You would look at me now and you'd be like, oh, you don't look sick. Because you can have some really, really bad days and you can have some really good days. It got to the point where I couldn't walk to the toilet, I couldn't cook for myself, couldn't shower. It took me a good few years to really wrap my head around that I have this chronic illness. My first symptom was at 12. I didn't get diagnosed until I was 26. If I'd have been diagnosed at 12, I would be far healthier now. Surgery is the only way to diagnose endometriosis. So I had the surgery, that was in 2018. I did feel better immediately, but there were still issues. And we got to the point where we're ready to have kids. We thought we might have a problem getting pregnant. Turns out we didn't, but it turned out to be an ectopic pregnancy. That's how we lost our first bub. We left it a few months, tried again. We thought this was the one, and then we went for our 11-week scan and it was another ectopic. My uterus burst. I had some very spiritual experiences when I lost my babies. I remember looking at myself on the operating table and I was hand in hand with my grandmother and watching myself die. I very nearly died twice. And that was very traumatic. I mean, my depression really hit the pits. And I finally got out of it with the help of a fantastic therapist and psychiatrist. Dorian was probably my biggest source of strength. He was just always there to remind me just to keep going and that I was loved. Because I reached that very bottom, the only way is up. I started treating myself gently and thinking what I needed to do to get me through just a day. I would give my left leg to be exhausted with kids and to be out on the farm and be absolutely drained, but I don't have the opportunity to do that. With my job, I edit podcasts, and the podcast I edit would be one I would listen to on my free time. It keeps me involved in an industry that I'm not that much involved with because I'm not working on the farm. I'm a more rounded person because of nature and what it's taught me. Leaves fall when they should. The grass grows when it should. So rather than me trying to just control everything about my life, maintain a steady course. So that's my life now, is being happy with not hustling. It's really hard to look at the future because we don't know if we're going to have kids or not. But now we're getting there. I'm getting there. Maybe it's because I've reached my 30s where you go, okay, this is who I am and it's not bad. Enjoy each other's company and be happy. That's the future.